Hey, it's Matt with Surf City TCG, here with my second MTG Arena powered cube draft. In case you didn't catch the last video, I'll link it here, so you can check that out. This just started on MTG Arena, I think yesterday. Really cool format. If you're not familiar with the cube draft, what it is just a collection of a bunch of awesome cards, in this case including the original Power 9 from Magic's alpha and beta sets. And yeah, you draft 3 packs of it, passing around the table with a pot of 8, and you build yourself a 40 card deck. And in this particular format, it's just best of 1. You can win up to 7 games, and you're out if you lose 3. So let's do it. Give me that Black Lotus, baby. Also would love to open a Time Walk, Ancestral Recall. Pretty much any power is going to be great. Alright, let's see what we got. So, not seeing any power, which is sad. This is actually a pretty weak pack. When I say pretty weak, that's giving this pack a lot of credit. I think this pack seems god-awful. I don't even know what the pick is here. These cards are all terrible. Craterhoof is a powerful card, but I don't know if it's exactly what we want to be doing. Oculus is obviously strong, I just don't know how easy it is to make it work. I mean, as a first pick, I suppose it's easier to build around. Lightning Helix looks fine. I'd say it's got to be between, I mean, Nia, aka Gwen Stacy, is a fine card, but I'm not going to first pick that. Yeah, this is quite sad. I'm going to go with the Oculus, see if we can build around it, but not be tied to that pick, because this is just junk. Alright, Wheel of Fortune is a good card. Underground Sea is strong. Fairy Mastermind fits with our first pick, I guess. Quarry Steelcutter, obviously very strong. Carnage Interpreter does help us toward the Abhorrent Oculus plan, and we could go for some sort of reanimation strategy in that case. Hope to wheel. I don't know. I think Wheel of Fortune is the pick, even if that's the plan, because it's gonna give us 7 in the graveyard or some in the graveyard to help with reanimation. Wheels can just be powerful in cube because you play ways to abuse them. Another direction would be to take a fetch land, which is just generically powerful and going to work in a lot of different strategies. It keeps us a lot more open, whereas the wheel is a little bit more of a committal pick. Yeah, not thrilled with what we've seen so far. Maybe it's possible I should have gone like Lightning Helix into Quarry Steelcutter, but we're going with the wheel here, and let's keep looking. All right, this is Fleam. Oh, this is Norman Osborn. You know, Norman's actually pretty good for this deck, so I don't hate seeing that. Let's just lock that in for now. Enduring Curiosity is a good card. We could play like an Is It aggro deck, or we could play white-blue aggro. JVP, strong card as well. It's possible that that is a better pick than the Norman. Emperor of Bones, good card too. Grave Titan is like a decent reanimation target, but we haven't really seen any reanimation stuff yet. You know, we've got the wheel. Let's go for the dream of the Fleam deck. I'm definitely not like locking myself into that decision, but I think it's something that we could do. Alright, what do we have here? Wandering Emperor is a good card, but we don't have any white yet. Ghostfire Slice not nearly as good in 1v1 as it is in Commander, when people are a lot more likely to have a multicolored permanent. Murderer's Cut is okay, but we don't want to be delving. I think Inquisition is the best card in the pack. Scrubland is good, but you know, we don't have any white or black cards yet, except for Norman. I think we're going to go with the Inquisition as just the best card in the pack. I could also see considering Blazemire Verge, but the fact that it makes black as the primary color means it's a little less value to us. Hopefully we wheel this, you know, or the Restless Fence. I think the Inquisition makes sense to me here. We just need something powerful because our picks so far have been quite medium. Okay, well, Recurring Nightmare is a nice sign. Shelldock Isle is also really strong, and so is Narset, especially with our Wheel of Fortune. So good pack, and I'm seeing a lot of blue and red, which I like to see, and two, you know, very strong black cards here. It's got it, to me, it's between, these are all really good. I mean, I'm kind of leaning toward the Shelldock actually, because, you know, with the wheel, with our looter effect, this is going to allow us to play something big for free. I don't know. I'm going to pick the Recurring Nightmare because I like this card. Alright, we have Jace Wielder of Mysteries, which is a, you know, win con. I don't know how feasible this is in this power cube, but it's something. Mana Leak is strong, so is Toxic Deluge. I think I like Mana Leak here. We're definitely in blue. Well, actually, you know, we are not definitely in blue. I think we're not definitely in anything. Mana Leak is better than Fiery Islet, I think. And I'm not convinced about Jace, especially at triple blue. Mana Leak is just always going to be good, so I'm going to go with the Mana Leak. And I think once we take Mana Leak, we're solidly in blue now. Okay, Malcolm's great. He helps us turn on the Abhorrent Oculus. He lets us drop things into the graveyard for Recurring Nightmare. I also really like him to Torak, but I think I would prefer to go with Malcolm here. And Memory Jar is, like, this card's not great. I like it a lot, but it's no Wheel of Fortune, I tell you what. Fiery Confluence is also quite good, but we're not really committed to red. You know, we've got the wheel, but we can hopefully just splash that. It's possible I should be considering more highly this Rogan Triumph, but I really like Malcolm. I think this is definitely making the cut. Alright, Quantum Riddler, very good. So is Kitten, so is Baleful Strix. You know, this pack is got a lot of stuff we want, and it's got Flage. We're not playing Flage. I think Riddler is what we go with here. It's a good target to reanimate. Yeah, I think we don't have any combos with the Kitten yet. I think Riddler's gonna just serve us the best here. We're leaning toward kind of a blue aggressive strategy at the moment. Alright, and Dotha Triumph is not the colors we need. Sleight of Hand helps us toward the plan of just turning on the Oculus faster. I would love if we wheeled the shell dock. I don't really expect that to happen, but in your graveyard, I think the Talisman is just the cleanest pick for us here. It, you know, makes both the colors that we're looking to play at the moment. I like Fairy Mastermind here. Shieldred's Edict, also really strong. I wonder if that's better. We don't have any removal yet. I don't feel like we're really locked into black yet. Even though we've got some black cards we want to play. Now seeing Emperor of Pawns makes me think. Let's just go with the Jace because, again, I'm confident that we're in blue. It's looking like black is open here. I feel like we're in the right colors. Like, look at what we're getting. You know? When this enters, an opponent exiles their top card, a card at random from their graveyard, and a random from their hand. You get to cast one for free. I like that, and I just feel like we're gonna find better stuff. Committing a crime. Is that better than bombardment? Maybe. I don't know what crimes we have. Excuse me. At the moment. I don't know. Let's pick Glimmer Lens. Oh, baby, look at this gift. Well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Makes up for that pretty trashy first pick. Love seeing Mox Sapphire here. Exactly what we want, especially like, look how many 2-drops we have. Now we have a 1-drop into a 2-drop with Mox Sapphire. Beautiful. What is this card? Oh, it's a Spectacular Spider-Man, of course. Who wouldn't know that? Balemark is a strong card. Wouldn't mind at all wheeling that. Copter is a good card for this deck, so is Fatal Push I would play. I would probably play Fire Covenant. What does this card do? We can duress an artifact or creature, that's not bad. Daze is also good. I'd be happy wheeling Daze, Overlord, Fatal Push. But yeah, Mox Sapphire it is. Happy to see that. Alright, we have good old Counterspell. That's a good choice. Oh, we have to take Psychic Frog here, I think. Yeah, Psychic Frog is just perfect. This is exactly what we want. So at the moment, I'm on the fence about playing Wheel of Fortune. We're definitely not playing Glimmer Lens. How do I just get it out of here? I really hate the interface of this app. Let's just take out Wheel for now. Pull out land. I'm just going to focus on... Okay, so right now we have 12 playables plus Mox. I think we're playing all of these. I don't know if we will ever care about bothering trying to make this work, but the front side of this is still great. All right. Pick 3 here. Not great. I think Force of Negation is the best card for us, but not super thrilled with this pack. Caracas is nuts, or potentially nuts, and I would play it even if I was not in white. Balance is really strong. Someone's gonna get a hard choice between Balance and Caracas, which I'm fine with. Pyrokinesis is a good card, but we're not in red. I like the Plunderer, but, you know, giving away treasures is a little iffy. Kroxa is also good. I'd be happy to wheel that. Yeah, I'd try to splash Kroxa if we got it, but everything else in this pack, not so much. Okay, very, very happy to see Griselbrand here. Right now we have Recurring Nightmare to get it back. We didn't get the Emperor of Bones, but, you know, Recurring Nightmare does it. Sad to pass Vampiric Tutor, but... And Stock Up is also really good. Unearth would be good for us, but it's definitely Gristlebeezy here. I mean, you can't say no to Griselbrand. That's all that can and should be said. Passing Candelabra, which is good with like Tolarian Academy guys, Cradle decks, Coveted Jewel. I would love to see Stock Up back. We could use some card advantage, but again, Griselbrand is card advantage. Beautiful. Thoughtseize is a perfect card for this deck. Those games where we're not drawing our mocks, we want to be casting Thoughtseize, Inquisition on turn 1. Perfect, perfect card for this deck. And the fact that we're getting this great curve with a lot of good 1 and 2 drops means I'm much less interested, sorry, not much less interested, I'm less interested in playing the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like we need to find a pretty decent amount of mana fixing for me to want to play the Wheel of Fortune at this point. I'd be happy to wheel, really happy to wheel Thieving Skydiver here. Love this card. Especially in the Power Cube where you can steal a Mox, for example. Alright, Brazen Borrower, really strong card. So is Sink into Stupor. So is Tishana's Tidebinder. A lot of good stuff for us here, actually. Unburial Rites, I probably wouldn't play, but, you know, you never know. I think it's gonna be Brazen Borrower. Tidebinder. You know, if we were playing with sideboards, I might lean toward the Tidebinder, but this is best of 1, so let's just go with the card that we know is going to be strong. I don't know what that sound effect was, but alright, we've got Fimage. We're not playing Ugin. It's got to be between Fimage and Memory Lapse here. How many counter... We have a Mana Leak right now. Fimage... I think we go with the Memory Lapse. You know, we've got an aggressive plan here, so being able to get off to a strong start and then... Oh, this is perfect. Collective Brutality is, you know, Liliana would work here too. That's what I was looking at, but Collective Brutality is great. You know, the more hand disruption effects we have like this, the better. They kind of work really well in multiples, and Escalate to discard a card is huge. It's a great way to get Griselbrand into our graveyard, for example. Ooh, okay. Tough choices here. I think I like Daze. We're a tempo deck. Let's play tempo. Wow, good stuff. We have a lot of counters already. Metamorph. You know, Metamorph has some good stuff to copy. Let's go with Metamorph. You know, it's more of an effect that we don't have one of yet, so I think that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we can take the star here to help enable Wheel, but we have so many playables right now, and we lose to balance pretty hard, so I'm just gonna hate the balancer. I think we will play Unearth. Unearth seems fantastic in this deck. It's a shame that I can't get the Metamorph, but every other creature in our deck he can get, and Unearthing Oculus seems like a thing I want to be doing. I'm going to hate the Parallax Wave here. This card is just fantastic, like very hard to deal with, and good against us too. Alright, let's take the Lingering Souls. It's not completely impossible that we would play white, but it seems highly unlikely. Hey, and I actually am not very sad to get Pantan Prism as the last pick either. Alright, so let's lock in Confidant. Bob's always a good boy. Do we have any lands? We have Blazemire Verge only. You know, like, Bob is good, but like we have so many 2-drops. I think I'd just rather have the Flooded Strand, to be totally honest. Like, you know, we don't want to flip Gristlebrand off Bob, and that's not a reason not to play it, but I just think, like, let's cut the stuff we're not playing. God, I hate this. You know, I might play the Talisman, but I also might not. Okay, what do we have here? Mox Opal probably is not going to work for us. Ooh, gross. So nothing super exciting here. Yeah, we have 3 artifacts, so that's not happening. Confluence is good, but we're an aggressive deck. Let's take the Sewers. It goes with Flooded Strand quite well. But, you know, nothing super thrilling here, unfortunately. But Sewers is nice. Let's continue to cut the stuff we're unlikely to be playing. I don't know if we're going to play this card. Okay. Virtue of Persistence is just a, like, medium removal spell. Getting a 7 mana for this is, like, extremely unlikely to happen in a deck like this, I'd say. The Canal can help us cast our red card, but I just don't know if I even care about trying to play Wheel. Maybe we should, but I think I might just take Treasure Cruise as a, like, late game refill. But very mediocre pack for us for sure. Okay, so we have 3 lands basically, including the Mox, so we're at 22 cards, so we already have a lot of playables. Oh my god, just trash. Just trash. So it's either going to be Caustic Bronco or Go for the Throat. I think we'll go with the Go for the Throat because... Do we have any removal? We have Collective Brutality. So yeah, I think the Go for the Throat makes sense. We'd like, you know, a piece of interaction here to deal with a potential problem that comes down early. Hopefully a non-artifact problem. Alright, Upheaval is a nuts card, but I don't know if we're going that route. Fallen Shinobi seems great in this deck. So they exile the top 2, we can play one of them. You know, strong card in Power Cube because people are playing strong cards. Currency Converter also really good for us. So is Frantic Search. I am gonna go with the Shinobi. Let's just keep going with the aggro plan. Alright, Concealing Curtains is another hand disruptor, so is Deep Cavern Bat. I think that's better. We can reset this with Fallen Shinobi. I don't know if we will necessarily want to, but it's a nice option to have. Rafine's Tower is good, but I don't know. I don't think it's better than Yeah, I don't know if we have time or want to bother with that. Let's go with the bat. Bat's really good. Alright, Grief is exactly what this deck wants, and so is Consider, and so is Dothy. So, good options here. I'm gonna go with Grief just because, like, we're curving out. Too bad this is sorcery speed. We can't evoke the Grief and then do that thing, but I still like Grief here. Maybe it's possible we should have taken the... Does LED do anything for us? Can put a creature so it hits creatures on the stack. I don't know if we're going to play Subtlety, but I don't know. It's possible Lion's Eye Diamond would have made more sense there, but Hexmage is also good, so sack it to destroy a Planeswalker. It could probably do some other stuff too, but that would be its primary purpose. Again, though, like, we're not playing sideboards, so I'm less interested in a card like that. That's a little more situational. Okay. So I'm pretty sure we are not going to want to play Woe Strider. So I think I will hate draft the Mox Opal. That seems to make more sense to me. Alright, let's pick one of these two. Our fetch land can't get Blood Crypt. Night's Whisper, you know, if we didn't have a million 2-drops, maybe. Let's go with the Canal. Alright, we're not playing any of this stuff. What's good against us? That's still end of turn. I don't know. I guess Terra Sender's not... I guess this can hit Griselbrand, so let's just pick that. Alright, Tendrils, Lavamancer. I guess Lavamancer is, like, okay against us. I'll take the Talisman just in case we want to play the wheel after looking. Nice, happy to get the Cardins. I think we'll play that. Yeah, I think we're just going for a aggro plan with the late game. Oh, baby. Okay, so, like, if you doubted that we were in the right colors, look no further. Man, can I play a 60-card deck? I can, but it's not a good idea. Okay, so we have a lot of good choices here, so let's see what we're doing. Okay, so this is all in the deck now, right? This is why I was confused last time. Okay, so let's take out the red for now. Right, cutting that, cutting that. Okay, so I just want to think about this for 1 minute. So, first of all, playing this as a 4-drop just for its stats is not worth. 4 mana, 3/3 Flying Menace, not gonna help us. Do we have any flashback? I don't think so. So that doesn't help us. Now, the Mayhem. So how many ways do we have to discard on ourself? Can we... we could actually, like, Inquisition ourselves, Thoughtseize ourselves. These are things that, you know, could be done, which actually, like, I suppose gives some value to Fleam, aka Green Goblin, Fleam Goblin, because we could give one of our spells Mayhem, and I don't know if that's a thing that one should ever do, but it's a thing one could do. Okay, so we've got this as a looter, right? Gobin. We have JVP as a looter. Oh, okay, we have Jace Telepath Unbound as a way to cast from the graveyard too. So Fleam does care about that. And that's not irrelevant. That's something that could actually happen. And then in terms of actual spells, what does he cast? Instants or sorceries? Yeah. So I don't we have Treasure Cruise. That's not negligible. And then we've got Hymn to Torak. That, you know, that doesn't help because it's double black. Won't be reduced. Yeah, okay, so long story short, I think Liam is not a card we care about. So, you know, this card is Gobin, which is a 1/1, can't be blocked. And it connives on damage, which is good. Like, we want that anyway. It's not as good as Malcolm, but it is good. Okay, so Dark Confidant is not a card I think we have to play necessarily. It's possible we will, but it's not like guaranteed. I'm gonna just pull out everything that isn't like we're playing it for sure kind of stuff. I don't actually know how good this is in Cube Draft. I imagine it's not that good. I mean, a 2-mana 2/1 Flying Flash is good anyway, especially in this deck where we're like doing aggressive things. But I just don't know how often we're actually going to draw off it. You know, I don't think we necessarily have to play Jace. I think we would, but I'm putting everything over here that I think possibly might not be played. Meaning, like, all that's left is the absolute guarantees. And that's the point I want to start with, and then we'll start adding stuff back. So I think him is a must play. This is our, you know, one of our only removals. Okay, so I'm pretty positive all of these we're playing. We have a lot of ways to discard this, and even if we don't discard it, we have a lot of ways to just cast it if we fill our graveyard. It kind of competes with Treasure Cruise, but I'm fine with that. Alright, this is for sure playable. We have a lot of blue cards, so yes, definitely. Metamorph is not guaranteed. Subtlety and Grief are not guaranteed. You know, we don't have any ways to cheat with Subtlety and Grief, as far as I can tell. You know, obviously we can reanimate them, but Unearth doesn't hit either, so it really leaves Recurring Nightmare as the only way. So I don't know actually how in love I am with playing either of these cards. Now, hardcasting them is not bad, especially Grief, because like then ninjutsuing it back with Fallen Shinobi is pretty nice. Okay, so okay, and Riddler seems really good. I haven't actually played with this card, but I know it's nuts in a lot of formats, so I think we're gonna go with it. I really wish we had gotten like one reanimate spell. Like, I know we have Recurring Nightmare, which is good. It works, but it's a little slow. I would love to have gotten a reanimate or an animate dead or, you know, something, but it's okay. You can't have it all. And, you know, we could potentially cheat in Gristlebrand with Malcolm if we get to that point. Okay, so we've got right now, let's separate this and these. Okay, let's take out, I'll fix the lands in a minute, but I just want to, so this is 14, 17. Okay, and, you know, honestly, we'll probably run 16 instead of 17 because this deck is very low curve. And we need more black, I think, almost assuredly. The deck stats that are really close to even, but I think we do have some double blue costs, but they're mostly like later on, I think. So this makes both. This could get blue. So yeah, we're definitely getting an island out, and we have the Mox Sapphire. Okay, so I think I'm happy with this. 13, 14, 16. Yeah, this looks good. And that means we're 6 cards over with all of this. But I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards over here. So if we imagine all those were cut, then we're at 36 of 40, meaning we can add back 4 of these. So let's think about each one as its own item. Can I put cards down? No, okay. So let's split. Well, we have no 1-drop playable creatures. So I think that makes Concealing Curtains a good choice. And flipping this into a 3/4 with Menace as a turn 3 play seems pretty good too. This isn't a great card to reanimate, but it's not a terrible card to ninjutsu back, because after it's been transformed, you know, we could replay it and then flip it again. I don't know. It seems a little iffy. I'm kind of talking myself out of that one. So, like, how is this deck playing out perfectly? I think the answer to that question is, I think we want days. We're looking to win fast. You know, a perfect draw would be like turn 1 Inquisition or Thoughtseize, or turn 1 Mox 2-drop, right? And then turn 2, we've got right now 1, 2. There's a world where we play this on turn 2. 3, 4, 5, 6 2-drops as it stands. Brazen Borrower could also be played on 2. And then we've got just a couple 3s. This is also potentially a 2, although I don't know if there's really any reason to play this on 2 if we're not drawing a card also. Okay. So we can add 3 more cards. I would love if we had more, like any 1-drop that we could add except for Concealing Curtains, because I'm not convinced that that makes a lot of sense here. I think we want the Jace. It works really well with the Riddler, actually, and that gives us a potential reason. Like, let's say we played Mox Sapphire into Jace turn 1. Then, if we had no other 2-drops, warping out the Riddler could make sense. You know, actually, I didn't think about it, but the fact that these, like, cost us resources from our hand gives a lot of power to the Riddler. So maybe we do play these. We also don't have any 4-drops, like natural 4-drops, so like there's a lot of power in that. So what if we add these 2? Then we're not playing Fairy, which I'm not convinced about. This doesn't draw cards anyway, so that's okay. And also means that like adding these is not as painful. Let me think about Voidwalker. So this is going to really hurt some decks. It also works really well with our discard, right? Because stuff that does Inquisition exile? No, this is discard. This is discard. Him is discard. Maybe we should be playing the Voidwalker. I think that makes sense to me. The rest of this, the Fairy, I'm just not seeing it, how it like works that often. There are going to be some matches where it's fantastic, no question, but I don't know. I'm just not convinced. So let's cut these. I don't care about playing Talisman. We're like just curving out here. We don't need to worry about ramping once. And Metamorph, you know, whatever. Okay, so we are 1 card over here. What don't we need? What don't we need? I think it's worth playing Sewers here because we have the Flooded Strand. Normally I, you know, wouldn't want to play this. We don't want to land that enters tapped with this deck, but I think it's okay here. And we can actually bounce it with Daze, which is funny. And Surveilling is good for us too. It helps us turn on the Oculus. By the way, the Oculus really good in this deck because it fills our graveyard to help with Treasure Cruise. It can put Gristlebrand there. We can manifest Gristlebrand and then flip it. Too bad we didn't get a blink. I actually didn't think about that the Displacer Kitten would work really well with the manifests, because then we could flip Gristlebrand and be like, boom, what now? But that's okay. How many counters do we have? We have Daze, Mana Leak, Memory Lapse, and Force of Negation. That's good. Good stuff. I don't know. I really don't know. Alright, I'm just gonna look at each card. Never cutting these two. Unearth is, I mean, look how many targets we have for it. 1, 2, and Unearthing Dothy is really strong too, because all the stuff that was exiled with void counters, we'd have access to still. You know, it doesn't have haste, but still really good. Yeah, we have a lot of targets for Unearth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 targets for Unearth. That definitely seems good. Maybe it's Subtlety. I like Daze. I like Fleam, Jace, Malcolm, Mana Leak. These are great. I don't feel like we can cut this. It's like our only removal spell if they sneak something through all our discard. And we could pitch it to Grief. Him looks strong. Let's cut Subtlety. Yeah. I like the look of this. Look at that curve. Just a big middle finger to our opponents, right? I'm almost wondering if it's a good idea to play another black source. We have 7, 8, 9, and blue sources we have 7, 8, 9. But in terms of double blue, like Force of Negation is double blue, but we're not hard casting it often. Brazen Borrower is double blue, but you know, we could have that later. Same with Riddler. I think we maybe go up one black source. We've got 2 double black spells that we want to play on turn 2, potentially, and these ones that we want to play turn 1. I think it makes sense to cut one island and go up a swamp. Could be wrong there, but we still have 6, 7, 8 blue sources. I feel like that feels right to me. You know what? Let's run it. Let's go. All right. We got this. Give me the goods, deck. Heart of the cards. Against this pretty boy. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Unfortunate. We go first. That is good. So we have no looter effect, which is not great. So as it stands, we go turn 1 sewers, surveil, you know, pretty much any non-land to the graveyard. Then we go with the bat. Hope we're able to find a looter effect from there. I'm not thrilled with this hand, but on the play, I think it's good enough. We get a shot at their hand before they get to take their second turn. If I was going second, I think I would toss this. We have basically 2, maybe even 3 dead cards, but so many live draws, right? I don't know, I'm talking myself out of it the more I talk. Love to hear from you in the comments if you have an opinion on keeping this. I'm definitely not an expert on limited mulligans. I'm going to keep it though, but very hesitantly. Let's see what happens. Alright, let's go with the sewers. It's our only play, really. Days. You know, I think we keep the days. Is this crazy? Let's keep it, because we can... No, we can't play it right now. We can play it next turn after we play the bat. Oof. Tough call. Putting it in the yard helps with the Oculus, but casting it does that too. That puts us a land down. I'm going to keep it on top and hope that's right. Man, this has been hard already. I haven't even taken my second turn yet. Land go, come on. He's in the tank. Is he AFK? I mean, I was doing the same thing, right? Maybe he's just, Are we getting a buy? Round 1 buy? Oh! Did he do that on purpose? Alright, let's hit him with the bat. So we can pick any non-land. Very nice. So if he swords it in response to the trigger... Does that... Until this leaves. Oh, he enlightened tutors in response. Very interesting. Do I daze this? No, that's fine. Can let him resolve that. Then we know his whole plan. And we have days. I'm glad I have days now. Is he getting Lotus? If he's not getting Lotus, I'm not that unhappy. He gets Sapphire. That makes me think Daze is going to be very good here. Okay, so he has Tundra in play. Alright, so he is wanting to play Sapphire Blade Splicer. So I think we just take Felia and then Daze his Blade Splicer. And alternatively, we can take the iteration. Let's take the and then I imagine he plays Sapphire, which we let resolve. And then we Daze Blade Splicer. Do we even care about Blade Splicer? I think we do. Yeah. Let's Daze that. And I think we return the... What did we return here? I think we return the What is? Let's return the sewers. Because, I mean, we could have Thoughtseize there, but... Maybe I should have returned the island. That may have been greedy. Okay, I think we want the swamp, right? Yeah? I don't know, the swamp doesn't even, like, get us anywhere. I guess it lets us leave up memory lapse. I don't know, I'm not super thrilled with this. I think we should have mulliganed. Yeah, iteration's good. Let's go to combat first. Just auto passes. Alright, Thoughtseize you. There he is, Elspeth. He's a mana off playing that. He can't play either of these cards. Go away. Teacher of the Plains. Do I memory lapse the Wrath? It's pretty funny. Kind of a like tempo hit for him. Cards in graveyard. We have Thoughts, 2 cards in graveyard. This puts us at 3. Yeah, let's lapse it. Right. Combat. Love to see a looter here. Let's go with the Nightmare. Sure. You wrapped my guy. Turn a non-land permanent. What does he have in hand again? Can't remember. This says flash. Alright, I think we just pass. You know, we could return the bat, actually. No, let's just... You can Felia me. Felia is fine. Splash in the... Whoops. Borrower. Another land. Unfortunate. We have 4 cards in the yard. This requires 6. Nightmare puts 1 more in the yard. Brings back the bat. We don't know what he has. Yeah, I don't think that plan makes any sense. Let's just drop that and pass the turn. Fine. What are you exiling? Sapphire. He declines the Felly Baby? Oh, that's done. Oh, baby. Alright. Well, that's gas. Yeah, let's just go Gristlebrand here, right? Let's attack. And then we want to discard the BZ. And then let's Recurring Nightmare. And he scoops. Very nice. Once more onto the breach. Oh shit, we're against Nicol Bolas. I'm not scared. Yeah. And we go first? Yes, please. Sapphire. Here we go. Cast Preordain. That's fine. Bottoms both. Love to see it. We got Flame. We can't flash out the Borrower yet. Let's go to combat. There we go. That is nice. Let's discard. What are we discarding? We discard Flame. Caddy. He's got a Mana Drain. He's got a blue-black land in play and 2 Mountains in hand, so he doesn't have mana for the drain. I think we just take Chain Lightning, right? It stops him from hitting the bat. Makes sense to me. And then we have Mana Leak for his Mana Drain when he attempts it. He's playing Woodfall Primus, Tersa Light Shatter. Not sure what that's about. Looks like some kind of weird Through the Breach deck. Doesn't attack with it. Fascinating. I guess he wants to hold up blockers. I think we bounce the Robber and try to draw into a black source for the him. Makes sense to me. Draw a blue source. Still okay. Now, the big question is, what do we discard here? I think we actually discard him. Mana Leak the Curse of Light Shatter. Yeah, and then just Fallen Shinobi next turn. He gets back Chain Lightning. Shinobi's a 5/4. That seems good to me. Let's discard him. Opponent probably doesn't like to see us discarding him. Like, oh my god, what is the rest of your hand? Just plays the robber again. Is that 15? Let's just counter it. I'm thinking of bouncing Malcolm here. It's not the greatest because he has 2 counters already, but I don't know, we just replay Bat. No, we can't replay Bat. We don't have enough mana for that. Let's just attack. Let's see what we draw. I guess we do this now. I don't know when we have to do this, so I'm just going to do it now. And let's just give him back the Chain Lightning. I'm okay with that. And get a look at the hand. Let's see what we could steal. Let's do Malcolm. No, let's do Shinobi first. Yep. Discarding. I don't know. Let's just discard. Womp. And then this says we can play both of these without paying their mana cost. Okay. Well, this only hits creatures. Well, that's unfortunate. Now we know you have a mana drain. Cool. We're gonna reach your swamp back. That's funny. Yeah, so I don't know what he does here. He's not in a good spot, that's for sure. I think he plays Plunderer. Yeah, he holds up mana. Except he missed out. Hilarious. Oh, he has Time Walk. Okay. That is a thing. Little jelly. So Malcolm is online next turn. Notably. We don't have anything good yet, but we have 2 draws of Bristlebrand. Just crazy. He's sending? Are you crazy? He must have some moves. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, is he scooping? Oh. Yeah, that's good. It does seem like a good deal. Why did he get 2 triggers? Oh, 1 from the initial. Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay. That was pretty good. He is hellbent. How do I see my graveyard? Sewers was last game, so I have Sewers. That's good. So I suppose let's play. Actually, we need blue right now. He's putting up a fight, that's for sure. Don't use Bauble now. Oh, he's seen the card from us. Okay, fine. Do we know what he saw? I don't know. Alright, let's attack now. Freak him out. Maybe he doesn't block. Oh, I forgot about the treasure. Okay, that's fine. Let's attack. He didn't block, probably. I should hope. Not blocking here is insane. I think. Yep. Alright, and I think we go with Frog. And I think we just play the bat here. No value. Okay, so we have one card in hand with which to pump the frog. Yep. Yep. Conjure a Torch of Defiance. That is not great for us.
Hey! Over here!
Yep. This is at 1. I think we don't block. Can we draw an Oculus one time? Wouldn't hate that. What do we have in the yard? Nothing big. Fallen Shinobi's nice. You know, at worst we play the Borrower. He attacks, hits us for 6. I guess we can go to 1. We draw Grief. Grief is okay. I think we have to crack the treasure, or we just die to the Plunderer. Grief blocks Tersa. I think that is a good enough plan.
I need this.
I think I'm gonna play the Borrower right now. Actually, yeah, whatever, it's fine. We have to do it in response to him attacking. I probably should have just waited and played it once he attacked. Just gives him less information, but, you know, whatever. It's opponent's turn, yep. Yep. As expected. Go to 2. He plays Mystical Tutor. For Fiery Confidence, okay. Well. Oh, and he has preordained to draw it. Well, that's GG, I guess. Well, a little unlucky, but, you know, so it goes. Let's win this one instead of losing. I think I prefer that. Okay. So we can turn one grief. Don't feel like that is very good. We go first again. Lucky. I think we just go under city sewers into Dothy, right? Seems fine. It's not like anything ultra powerful, but going first is huge. And then we can collective brutality and maybe grief next turn. We can actually grief right immediately after playing Dothy. That's kind of sick. Because, well, that, you know, that gives them a lot of info, but it potentially sets us up to do something really gross. I think I like that plan. Are they still deciding on their hand, or am I frozen? I'm getting a little concerned. What's happening? Okay. Sewers. Unearthed. Unearthed is a nice fallback if Dothy is removed. Kind of doesn't help us progress, though. I think I would rather find like a daze. This is tempting, but I don't know. I don't feel like we need it right now. That's the turn. You hate to see it against this plan that we have. So now things have changed. I think I no longer want to grief. I still think we play the Dothy here, but then maybe we plan to collect the brutality next turn. Just want to think this through. He has 6 cards. It's likely he's got removal for this, but if not, we discard a card, we get to strip an instant or sorcery. This hits any non-land. There's value in that. I feel like there's... Change my mind. Nothing phenomenal. That's pretty nasty for us. We like the Tursa. It helps us find something better to do, and actually really strong with the Riddler. Yeah, I think that works. Hopefully he doesn't get anything particularly good. Do we get to split that? I wish I knew what was happening. Very sad that he found removal for that. That is so lucky. Really, really unfortunate. But what are you gonna do? Frog is a good draw though. Attacking into frog. Sure, I'll call your bluff. Okay. Thanks. I have 5 cards in the yard. Cost 3 to give him flying. Then we get to draw 2 cards. I think that's worth it. Oh, I forgot he draws on ETB too. Very nice. Okay. He just scoops to that. Oh, wow. I don't know about that decision. Thanks. That seemed crazy. What a baby. Nicol Bolas, ice sculpture version. Yeah. One goes first. What? It's fine, I guess. I mean, we've gone first every other game. But I want to go first every game. Inspector. Go, 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 danger. Spirit. Make tokens draw. I think I won't block. 1-2 with my 1-1. I don't know. Call me old-fashioned. Torak, you say? Oh, he has Lutri. I didn't notice that. Okay. Him will be good after Dothy, right? So let's discard Gristle BC. He's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. It's okay, I don't have it. Sadly. Now I'm tapping 2 black, casting Animate Dead. Just kidding. Sorry, man. No, not sorry. Sorry to myself. I have 2 creatures that can't block. Yep, you got a card. Copy and insert sorcery. Alright, Mana Lake's a great draw. Question is, do we just go for Fallen Shinobi here? Definitely not. Question is, do we attack with Dothy here? I guess let's see what we get first. Give me some goodies. How do I see these things? Witch Enchanter, Lingering Souls. And he has the staff, but don't care about that. So I think we just swing here, alright. Hold up, Malcolm. And now he draws a card. Sure. For 5. Would you have Solitude? It's feeling like a Solitude. Oh, it's on me. Alright, let's discard the swamp. Actually, if we put up to 6, no, it doesn't matter. I mean, if we got Gobin up to a 3-3, I don't think that has any breakpoints. Fine, you can hit me for 2. What you got? You got Flicker Wisp, Flickering 3, and Inspector. Just found like that. Oops. We have Flicker Wisp. That does not help us particularly. We just go with the Shinobi here. Returning Gobin, right? Come on, give me those Fire Slice. Hey. Yeah. That's reasonable. Look at that. A new personal best. Soon to be broken. Yeah. Opponent goes first. Sadness. Very nice. Happy to see pass. Use up Daze mana. Non-mana. Very unlikely to want to Daze here, but depends what we see. He gets Sacred Foundry and a Plains, so looking like something aggressive. Sand is looking medium against an aggressive start. Do we Daze this? I don't think so. Alright, Force of Negation makes me kind of wish I had dazed it, but, you know, Force can't hit creatures anyway, right? Yeah. Maybe we just go with the Brutality here. Nah, I think we just need to develop Gobin, right? Let's just develop Gobin. Give me a treasure, please. thinking? Or are you just spacing out that it's priority you, like I do all the time? Unclear. There's no thank you? He's got a treasure, sadly. So daze does not work here. Yep, you have an outline. That's no time to draw that go for the throat. Or not. I suppose we should attack first. We're 1 mana away from playing Quantum Riddler next turn, so yeah, let's see what we draw. Recurring Nightmare. I do like that. So let's discard the Riddler. And do we just get it back right now? That seems to make sense. Or we go Collective Brutality into Chase. Knock out the Plunderer. No, let's just get the go back. Alright, feeling safe here. We have Daze, we have Force of Negation. Looking like a decent spot. Unexpectedly absent for 0. Puts it on top of our library. Yeah, that is worth forcing, I think. Alternate cost. Let's get rid of Daze. Nice. That works. We have 2 in the yard. Plays a red-green Surveil land, that's fine. Grave Souls. Sending a 5/4 Adeline into our 4/6. Did he not attack that one? Okay. Oh, baby. Okay, well... And we have the brutality to discard it. We're short 1 mana, though. That is unfortunate. Okay, so I think we have to knock out the Guide of Souls. Feels like there's little choice other than that. So let's cast... Wait, we're not 1 more mana short. We have the treasure. Okay. So we want... I'll take all 3. Need a creature. Has to be the guide. They're gonna opponent you. Okay. So we're discarding Bristlebrand and Island. Island. Jeez, hurry up. Okay, fine. No card to choose. Play Recurring Nightmare. Auto play. Shit. Should have gone faster. Go to combat. Attack you. Alright, bounce Nightmare. Return Bristlebrand. Sack Riddler. We're at 15. Yeah, we're trying. Mox. That is all we can do for now. I don't know if we have any draws that are meaningful enough, so let's just pass. And we will discard just the land. We could be dead here. Although Adeline's kind of a liability here if you can't remove Bristlebrand because it makes an attacker, so that's actually really bad for him. I wonder if he'll realize that. Hopefully he just won't have removal and just has to pass, in which case we're in a very good spot, but you know, it's a big if. 20 in library, we're at 8. Attack, I dare you. He full sends. Oof. That is scary. If he has a bolt... What was that? Oh, the plunger. Okay. If I block here, I'm taking 7 and gaining 7. I have the Recurring Nightmare. Just get Bristlebrand back. I'm just blocking Adeline. Recurring Nightmare is a broke AF card. Okay, so we are definitely Thoughtseize. We have 7 mana. Yeah, we have plenty. We can even. We need 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. We don't have the 8, so we can't play dog. So let's Thoughtseize you. We knew this. I should not have Thoughtseized you. Yeah, that was foolish. Okay, well, so it goes. All right. Play Docky. How do you autoplay with a treasure? And now I don't have enough to cast Recurring Nightmare. What the fuck was that about? I can't believe it did that. Okay, get Bristlebrand back. Sack this dude. Hope we're not dead. I think we're okay here. That's a Thoughtseize for a huge misplay though. And that stupid autopay made it so I couldn't play my Undercity Supers, which is potentially bad. Potentially game losing for us. What did you draw? Please nothing amazing. Yep. I'm dead to bolt here. Okay. Okay. What is the plan here? Well, let's attack. I think we'll go Jace. And then he has no cards. Yeah, this is fine. Sack. We'll get back the Riddler. Sack Jace. Could sack Bristlebrand here if we wanted another blocker, but I just don't see that. Yep, we'll draw a card. Playing Island doesn't seem necessary, so... Sewers. Probably should have played Sewers first, so we could have surveilled away a land, but we would have just drawn another land, so... Doesn't matter. We haven't gotten our Abhorrent Oculus ever. It's kind of sad. Alright. This is it. And we have memory lapse up, so I'm feeling quite safe here. Feels pretty hard to lose this. I really hope you play something pre-combat, that way we can at least sack our treasure. The Plunderer's hitting us for 3, plus another 2. That's 5, and then 3 more, so we go to 2. Yeah, I think we're okay. We have memory lapse. He has only 1 card and a plane, so yeah, I think we're good. Yep. It's possible I should have just played the island there so I could crack the treasure, but I think we're okay. Pass the blockers, sure. Block Cathar Commander. Maybe he blows up Sapphire, maybe he doesn't. Yep. We're at 2. And he makes a 1/1 bat with flying. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. And that's gotta be a scoop. Very nice. On to the next one. It's Teferi. We go first. Cool. This hand... Guess it works. It's a little meh, but him might just win it for us. You never know. We have Force of Negation if he Black Lotuses out a Minx and Boo or something nasty. Sure. What you got, friend? Oh, we're first. Right. Not interested. First go. I'm fine with that. Alright. New plan. Let's play Dolphin first. will blow the force on any removal here, as Dothy into him is just potentially a game winner. But he doesn't have it. Alright, so we don't have force up here because it's only on opponent's turns, but he's playing Brawl, so what you got? Give me some links and blue action. Yeah, I'm gonna play a trumpeting Carnosaur here. Hilarious. Wow. Let's just screenshot this, cause Firebush, shoot down Dobby. Pretty good. Four in the yard. We're close to playing. This doesn't have any abilities, right? Close to playing Oculus, but not quite there. We're close to playing Treasure Cruise too, but I think we prioritize getting the Oculus down first. Could have enough to Oculus next turn if I memory lapse, and then also Force. I might just memory lapse this as it turns on Dothy, or it turns on Oculus next turn. Yeah, let's we're one away from Oculus being turned on. That pumps this guy though, something I didn't think about. Okay, so I think we start off with Bat here. Six, Scythe that Cub, and he's nowhere close to this, right? Plus a cost for Phyrexian mana. 6. He has nothing really in the yard. Let's take the 6, I think. That just makes more sense. Play the swamp. Everything. Pass it to you. He needs to draw something amazing here. Oh yeah, we knew he was drawing that. We still have 5 in the yard. If I draw Go for the Throat, I don't think we needed to speak there, but, you know, some people... Yeah, that was a frustrating start, so, you know, what can you do? Here's some ridge loss. That was a nuts game. Turn 2 Dothy, turn 3 him, trumpeting Carnosaur, discover, unearth, bring back Dothy. Ugh. Yeah. power cube, my friends. I don't even have any... Oh, I do have power. I have 1 Mock Sapphire. Imagine if we had a Black Lotus. Oh, so good. Chub. Well, it's Chub night. The first time we've had a turn one of these things. I mean, I guess we keep this. This hand's not great, but at least we have some refill. This hand's like fine, I guess. We go turn 1 Inquisition, turn 2 Collective Brutality. Hopefully we drop blue cards so we don't have to pitch the Riddler, because definitely don't want to do that. Uh-oh. How did we get to see what he took? Oh, Brazen Bar over. Okay. And then during any turn you attack with a rogue. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, I would have loved to have gone first there. But what are you gonna do? Let's see what you got. Okay, well he's got no more gas. Plain Solitude Temple Garden. He wins the flip. Must be nice. I'm glad we have an answer for this next turn. Otherwise, he takes a swamp. That is fine. Really good. We drew a land, which is quite unfortunate. Okay, so he's got mana for Solitude next turn. I mean, I have nothing to Solitude though. Is he just gonna play it? That would be crazy. I think we just go full escalation on this shit. Actually, we know he drew... Do we know what he drew? We don't know what he drew. Sure, let's do everything. You. Discard. Discard. Shit. Oh my god. Okay. Just drew a land. I guess we probably should have known what he drew, but what are we gonna do? Did he lose the flip there at least? Actually, I don't know if he did. Okay. Coffee, I suppose. Alright. Oh yeah. Love to draw land here. And we don't. Okay. Sure. I know he can pay it, but what are you gonna do? It's fine, pay it. We have to draw land. We do not. I guess the frog keeps us in it. Sort of. You lost one flip out of like 5. Sure. God, hitting that brazen borrower is so unfortunate for us. Alright, we have 1 discard. I guess we block the lamb. Discard, force. Oh, we're at 6. Okay, so we have to block. Solitude. Have to blockers. Okay. I don't think we have any outs here, but holy moly. I guess we deserve that for the luck we've gotten in previous rounds, but that was fucking gross. Alright, it is do or die, as they say. Seems like aggressive decks do quite well in this powered cube. Not surprising. Aggressive decks in limited are classically strong. And our deck is fairly aggressive, I'd say, with like some angles on control / late game reanimation sort of stuff. So cool deck. I like this one. Love playing some power cube. I had my own cube for a while. I took it apart. We played one game with a commander cube, actually. It was really fun, but just don't have the time or the number of players interested in playing that regularly. But hopefully someday when I open my LGS, that'll be kind of a regular event that we do, and I think that will be really fun. Like maybe a once a month kind of thing. First to sign up, you know. Mammoth cheese. Does that mean like cheese for mammoth or mammoth-sized cheese? Alright, unfortunately, opponent is going first again. But I like this hand, I think. It's a little dicey because we don't have blue. Unless we go with the sewers, in which case we can't Inquisition right away. That might be fine. I'm just not sure. I think it's fine. Aggro deck. What do you know? Okay, the Riddler makes me inclined to want to grief, but I think we just go with the Inquisition and hope that we draw a blue source. And if we draw a black card, we could grief. Yeah, I don't know. Inquisition you. He has Darcy. He doesn't have white mana. Tough decision. Let's take the clan. first card in our deck. Very sad. So we have literally no plays except for under 6 years, so let's play that. Alright. Jite is going to be online next turn. Yeah, we need to do something about that fast. We're in big trouble. I think we bin this. I just don't see it happening with that Jite active. Maybe I should have taken the Jite and not the Skull Clamp. I don't know. Doesn't equip Jite. I don't dislike that, but this card's really good. He's got 2 in the yard. Yeah, I think we just go Jace and pass, and I don't know, Jace here is like awful. The grief next turn. I don't know. It's not good, but I just think we have to do something. Really getting the Riddler, but you know, Riddler could get us out of it. It's a big 4/6, so it's certainly looking very bad. Alright, he spends his Helix. Okay. He's 1 away from Delirium. All kinds of bad. Hardcast Grief. Alright. That turned on Darcy? I thought he had a creature. I guess not. Yep. I mean, he could have killed me. No, I would have been at 1. Yeah, he could have killed me. Do I just daze this? No, I can't. I have to go onto it. What a nasty start. Wow. Good draw. Well, does nothing, but it's whatever. Draw just for funsies. Oh, 5 wins, what are you gonna do? That's what we get for drafting like no removal. Well, anyway, it was fun. Definitely a cool deck. Can we look at it real quick before we are booted? Yeah, so looking back, I didn't even like take the time to consider if this was playable. Given all the discard and stuff that we had, it's just a looter effect though, right? Like, I guess like it could get a little bigger. Being an X3 flying Vigilance is not bad. But on opponent's turns, this is 0/3. Yeah, I don't know. Very Mastermind feels like it would have been okay. There were a lot of draw effects. The Terse Light Shatter we saw in 2 different games. Metamorph, I think it was right not to play this. Curtains, I think I didn't give enough emphasis on this being a 0/4 defender, which has huge value. Every game we lost was to aggressive decks, so I think maybe we should have played that. And Subtlety, being a 4-mana 3/3 flying that you can cast for 4, that's something that I probably didn't give enough credit to. So if I were to build this deck again, I was pretty happy with it. It obviously performed very well. We never draw Go for the Throat ever. We never got Oculus out. That was sad. I felt like we had tons of ways to have this happen, including like a very obvious one of like all of our looters into Unearth. Anyway, I think it went well. Could have been a little better, but can't complain too much. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you're liking these videos. I really enjoy doing drafting. I don't plan on like moving away from Commander completely or anything, but while this is new, I might do another one or two if you guys are enjoying watching these. So let me know in the comments what you thought. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Matt from Surf City TCG signing off.